Today, we want to draw our attention to one particular aspect of Francis de Sales, namely the numerous letters that he wrote to guide souls in their journey of faith. As a bishop of a diocese with 450 parishes scattered in 3 countries, namely Switzerland, France and Italy, it was no easy task to write 20 to 30 letters a day. Hence, Francis committed himself to the ministry of offering spiritual direction through the numerous letters that he wrote. As a young missionary among the lapsed Catholics, Francis had realized the value and benefit of transmitting his teachings through little pamphlets. The Calvinists had forbidden him to preach, and the lapsed Catholics were forbidden to listen to Francis. Hence, he had a creative idea, namely to preach through the printed booklets. Later, he started writing letters in order to offer directives to people from different walks of life. His letters are a witness to the interiority and spiritual depth of the saint. Francis was certainly conversant with the letters of Apostle Paul, who had written letters to keep alive the faith of the communities that he had brought to the faith. In his talks, Francis reveals his familiarity with the Pauline letters. He certainly took inspiration from Apostle Paul when he started corresponding with the numerous persons through letters. When people began to flock to him and shared their spiritual longings, Francis continued to accompany them with his well-drafted letters. Given the fact that computers were not available in those times, letter writing consumed a huge amount of his time, which he is told mostly from his sleep. Through the letters, Francis transmitted the church doctrines, and he became a guide of souls through this unique apostolate. His letters were interspersed with the numerous quotes from the Gospels and other books of the Bible. His letters to those in sorrow and pain reveal his deep humanity. Familiar as Francis was with the great spiritual directors like Augustine and Bernard, John of the Cross and Teresa of Avila, and numerous others, Francis was able to highlight spiritual direction with great clarity. When a person writes, he reveals to a great extent his temperament and character, his value system and ideologies. Through his letters, Francis transmitted his own spirituality to those whom he directed. His letters were deeply spiritual and based on the Word of God. Into his letters, Francis brought in his conviction that we must do all things by love and nothing by force. He was a priest and bishop who spent hours on end in the confessional. This was a window onto the souls of people, and therefore a precious help when offering counsel. In addition, his letters were the fruit of his union with God through prayer. They were also the result of regular study, his own spiritual depth and insight into the souls. If only, like Francis de Sales, we can utilize every means available today to offer spiritual assistance to those around us, then our centenary celebration will have attained its desired goal.